The second a cockatoo enters your life, you think you're adopting a cute bird, and then you realize the bird is adopting you. That's how cockatoos get you. Because a cockatoo is not a pet, it's a lifestyle. And if you're here because you want one or you already have one, I need you to hear this from someone who's living it. Today, I'm breaking the biggest cockatoo myths, and I'm doing it with real Jackson moments. Not theory, not I read online, real life. Here's the deal. I name the myth, you think, yeah, makes sense. Then Jackson shows up and proves the exact opposite. We're talking, they're always sweet, they don't get jealous, a cage is enough, and they talk like parrots. And while you watch, just ask yourself one question. Could I handle this every day? All right, myth number 1. This is the trap that starts everything.
All right, come here. You're ridiculous. Back to sweet.
Myth number 1. Cockatoos are always sweet. People see the white fluff, the soft eyes, the fancy crest, and they picture a living pillow that loves everyone forever. And I get it, because Jackson can be unbelievably sweet, like heart-melting sweet. He'll lean in, make those gentle, happy sounds, and look at me like I'm the greatest thing that ever happened to him. And in that moment, you think, this is perfect. This is peaceful. This is the dream. Then the mood changes 5 seconds later. Because here's the truth. Cockatoos don't do small feelings. They do maximum feelings. One morning, Jackson was in full cuddle mode. I'm relaxed, I'm smiling, I'm thinking, okay, today's gonna be easy. Then I made one mistake. I reached for something that was not Jackson. A normal human move, tiny, harmless, and Jackson froze and gave me this look like I had committed a personal betrayal. Crest up, eyes sharp, he starts walking toward me like a tiny boss who just found out I broke the rules. And he pauses, just long enough for me to think, okay, we're fine. We were not fine. He launched into chaos energy, like, surprise, I'm a storm cloud. Not because he's evil, because he's intense, because he's emotional, because he's a cockatoo. So yes, they're sweet, absolutely. But always sweet is a myth. Sometimes that fluffy cloud comes with lightning. Myth number 2. Cockatoos don't get jealous. Listen, they do. And it's not the cute kind of jealousy you see in a comedy movie. It's the organized kind.
You see yourself?
Jackson doesn't just want attention. Jackson wants priority. The first time I noticed it, I tried to talk myself out of it. I thought, no way, I'm imagining this. Then, I accidentally ran the perfect test. I gave attention to something else. My phone, my laptop, another person in the room, anything that took my eyes off Jackson. And Jackson didn't scream right away. He watched, quiet, calculating, like a tiny feathered lawyer building a case against me. Then he inserted himself into the situation so aggressively it became impossible to ignore him. If I looked at my phone, Jackson suddenly had urgent business with my phone. If I spoke to someone else, Jackson suddenly had urgent business with my face. And it wasn't random, it was targeted, it was personal, and it worked. Because cockatoos are brilliant at training humans. You think you're teaching the bird. Meanwhile, the bird is teaching you what you are allowed to do. Here's the truth. Cockatoos bond deeply, and when they bond, that bond can turn possessive if you don't set healthy boundaries. So no, jealousy is not a myth. Jealousy is part of the lifestyle.
Okay, it's yours. Guardian of the remote, huh?
Myth number 3. A cage is enough. People say it like it's simple. Buy a big cage, add toys, done. But a cockatoo is not a decoration you store between moments. If you treat the cage like a parking spot, you're going to create a problem you can't outsmart. Because cockatoos are social, intelligent, emotionally intense animals. And when Jackson feels ignored or understimulated, He doesn't just get bored, he starts inventing activities. And cockatoo activities are not always the hobbies you would choose, because that beak is basically a power tool. Their curiosity is endless, their stamina is shocking. So when people rely on the cage as the solution, the bird looks for a way to communicate loudly. The bird looks for a way to escape creatively. The bird looks for a way to get your attention immediately. And if you think he'll calm down, sometimes the calm comes after the bird already redesigned your home. Here's the truth. A cage is a safe place, not a lifestyle plan. Cockatoos need daily interaction, mental challenges, and time outside the cage in a safe environment. They need routines. They need enrichment. They need to feel included. And yes, that's work, real work. That's why cockatoo people don't just own a bird, they build a rhythm around the bird. Myth number 4. Cockatoos talk like parrots. People hear parrot and imagine clear conversations and cute little sentences all day long. Here's the truth. Cockatoos can learn words, and some speak really well, but that's not the main event. The main event is communication. Jackson doesn't just copy words, he copies power. He learns the sounds that control your behavior. The sound that makes you look up, the sound that makes you walk into the room, the sound that makes you react. And the moment you react, the cockatoo learns that sound works. So you might not get a bird that gives speeches. You might get a bird that perfectly imitates the one sound that makes you drop everything. Yes, they can learn phrases, but they don't always use them like a human. They use them for attention, for routine, for bonding, and sometimes for pure mischief. So if your dream is a calm bird politely saying, "Hello, how are you?" you might be disappointed. But if your dream is a brilliant, emotional, dramatic creature that communicates like a tiny comedian with a megaphone, that part is very real.
Another one?
So here's the truth in plain words. Cockatoos can be unbelievably sweet and unbelievably intense. They bond deeply, and yes, they can get jealous if you don't guide that bond with healthy boundaries. A cage is not a solution, it's a tool. The real answer is daily life with you. And talking is not the main feature. Communication is, intelligence is, emotion is. That's why I keep saying it, because it's the only honest warning I can give you. A cockatoo is not a pet, it's a lifestyle. If you already live that lifestyle, you know exactly what I mean. And if you're thinking about getting a cockatoo, don't let cute videos be your only education. Learn the reality, prepare your routine, and respect how intense this animal can be. If you want more real Jackson stories, the wins, the chaos, and the "what did he just do" moments, subscribe and stick around. Because the myths are cute, but the truth is louder.